Okay, hi, I've got a layout for you, and I'm going to be using the Becky Higgins Design E, and it's the one with the 6x6 blocks. So now I'm just going to cut my photos down to 4x4, and again, this is going to be for my album when I went to San Francisco. So I'm changing it up a little bit than from my album of Chile. I was kind of getting a little burned out with my album from Chile, so I was kind of trying to mix it up this time, challenge myself using that Becky Higgins page protectors. And I had bought those page protectors a long time ago for another project, and I just could not make it work. I could not figure out those things. So I was gonna sell them online, but I decided let me try it now with this album. And actually, I liked how the way this layout turned out. So again, I'm using the papers from the Studio Calico December kit, 34th Street. So now I'm just looking to see what papers I want to put in the layout, and I'm just going to use these two papers right here as my backgrounds. And I think they both came from Fifth and Frolic. I'm not sure. I know the one with the multicolored big chevron arrows is the Fifth and Frolic. And then I'm going to use the gray as my photo mat for both of the pictures. And I always like to photo mat. I think they always make the pictures stand out more. And so I'm just trimming it up. Excuse me. So, and now I'm inking the edges of all the papers just to kind of give them that little shadow effect. I like to ink the edges. I don't know. I guess the thing. And that was Studio Calico, or not Studio Calico, Mr. Huey's pinstripe. So I'm just splattering them like kind of in alternating corners, just in those areas. So in each of the corners, I'm just doing little splatters in the gray. And then I was pulling out my washi tapes to see what colors would match. And I think I'm gonna pull out a gray striped one and a green. There you go. See me pulling out my green. I think it had little floral decorations on it, and then that clouds with the hearts. So, and now I'm going to put the washi tape down. I'm just doing it down in the bottom right corner, and I'll put another one in the top left corner of the whole page. So I'm kind of working them as their own individual squares, but also thinking about them as a whole together, as a whole page together. So I'm going to use the green, again, over the gray striped washi tape. And then that's where I'm going to put those pictures on that blue, what is it, not arrows, triangle paper. So I'm going to use some of those vellum, or I was looking at those vellum arrows to use, and then I pulled out the brads, and I was looking through at all the embellishments that came in the kit, going down the photos, so if I move things around they don't be falling off. So I'm just thinking about what I'm going to pull out next. And it came with the binder clips, and I don't know how I feel about those things because they're kind of chunky, and I don't like my pages to be that thick because then it's hard to close. But anyways, so now I cut off that little extra piece that was on the end of that gray paper, and then that little pocket there that stored all the embellishments in the kit. So I'm going to use that as a little envelope kind of pocket to put my journaling in. And that's a new thing for me too, because I've never had hidden journaling. And that vellum or that little pocket envelope did not like my little, what is that thing called? Anyways, so I didn't like it to cut it. And so I had to kind of clean it up a little bit. Anyway, so now I'm just going to ink the edges and all these other papers, and I'm going to use that little pink Aragon, and I'm just kind of figuring out where I want it. And again, I use that little Scotch tape to put it on there, and I like that stuff because it's easy to reposition it and stuff. So I'm going to glue down that pocket, and I was just fussing with things, and I pulled out some of this twine that I got in a kit a long time ago, one of the kits a long time ago. Just wrap it around that little pocket and tie a little knot and trim. So, and then I'm going to use, as you can see, I'm going to use that gray cardstock paper as my journaling, and then I just layer this on top. And then I was looking at those, things, I'm thinking about what I'm going to put on it and stuff. So, again, I'm pulling out the vellum arrows, but I don't know. I was just trying to figure out, like, messing with things, just laying things down, seeing how it works. If it doesn't like, I can always make sure I can pull it up and it doesn't, try not to tear the papers or anything. And that's one thing I love about washi tape. So anyways, I decided to change my mind, and I'm going to put it down here at the bottom of the little journaling card that I made to give that a little interesting feel. And now I'm going to do, oh, I pulled out the Kindle little chipboard speech bubbles in the Kindle. These are so cute. And so I'm going to paint the chipboard. I thought about doing other things, but then I figured I was just going to paint it because I wanted to put a stamp on it. So I was looking at my paints and seeing which green would match the green in the coordinating papers. So I just put a little dot there to see how it was painting on. So I'm going to paint it on there, and I'm going to have to do a couple of coats. So I'll let it dry for a little bit, and then I'll come back to it and paint it some more. So then put it aside to dry and come back to things. I'm going to punch my brads in finally. I had them laying there for a while, so I'm going to commit to those. And then I pulled out, there's a sticker that says I like you and naps, and that just went so well with the picture there of my aunt sleeping on the airplane, because we had an early morning flight to San Francisco and she wanted to take a nap. And I had just pulled out a little flower embellishment from that's been sitting on my desk that I pulled off of something else. So now I'm just going to add some of that washi tape there, the clouds and the hearts up to the top, just give that the little square some interest. And so now I pulled out this extra piece of paper that was from the last layout that I did of when I was standing in front of Tiffany's. And I'm going to make a little ticket out of it. So I'm going to pull out my little ticket stub corner or whatever thingy there, corner comper thingy. And then I pulled out my stamps, and I was looking for one that I wanted to put on to the ticket. So I'm just going through all my Technique Tuesdays Studio AE ones, and then other Technique Tuesdays stamps I have. So when I have them all, I'm just in this one little binder, and then I have some holiday ones in there too. So I'm going to pull out one that came from a couple months ago. I don't even know if this was actually Studio. I don't think that one. I think the one I'm using is actually not from the Technique Tuesdays and the Studio AE collection, but it's a Technique Tuesday. So anyways, I'm just testing the stamp there to see how it was stamping. And then I'm just putting, it says, so I chose the stamp that says, so love these moments. And I kind of based that on to what my title is going to be. So I'm going to put glue on it, but then I did change my mind, and I'm going to put some pop-ups on it, the back of it, to make it stick up a little bit. I'm going to put it up there at the top right corner. And I think I'm going to go back now and, yeah, finish painting that speech bubble. I'm going to paint it, and then I'll pull out my heat gun to dry it. And so quickly drying it. Looks super fast right there on when you have it sped up on the computer. So just drying again, making sure it was nicely coated so you can see the chipboard. And I guess I should probably put some of that other getso or whatever it's called that you put on to as a primer. But anyways, that would have required me going digging for it. So drying it again, just fixing up the touch-ups. So then I'm gonna glue it down onto that where my pocket is for my journaling. And then I'm going to pull out the little stamps that came in the kit. And I like that little arrow with the heart in it. I'm a big heart person, but I love the arrows. So I was going to go all for it. And so I'm going to just stamp that on the speech bubble. And then, what am I doing now? Oh, I'm going to put the title. So I'm using the letters, chipboard letters that came in the kit, 2 of them. And I had pulled out my wax paper to put it out, but I realized that, oh yeah, these already have a backing on, so I don't need to worry about that. So I'm going to start laying down my title. And the title's going to be So Love These Moments I Get to Spend with My Aunts, because my aunts came with me on the trip to San Francisco. And it worked. I don't know, it just worked out perfectly how it is, because I loved how it filled up that square right there. And so you can see me laying them all down, and then I'll just pull off the backing of them and then stick them down, but place them down permanently. So then after I've got them all down onto the paper, I'm going to outline them with my .005 pen. And again, I just like to outline the lettering, the titles, just so they stand out some more. Kind of gives them that shadowy feel effect. So here I am zoomed in for y'all so y'all can see me outlining. And some of them I had to push down a little bit harder because they were kind of moving as I was outlining. And then I will add my journaling to the little gray spot inside the gray journaling tag into that pocket, and this layout will be finished, and then I will put them inside the page protectors here for you. So I'll put them in there so y'all can see how it looked in the end. So I really liked how it turned out. I'm really happy that I got to use it, and I was debating with that binding clip rod, but I think I kept it. So thanks for watching.